Today is Monday, July 15th. And today, Mary and I are wondering if you'd like to take a trip to Hawaii with us.
I always want to go to Hawaii.
I know.
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
Are all financial advisors fiduciaries? Fewer than you think. Not knowing could reduce your lifestyle. Hi, I'm Mitch Kramer, founder and CEO of Fluent Financial. A fiduciary is a regulatory term to reduce conflicts of interest in wealth management. A fiduciary always works in your best interest. A non-fiduciary advisor might put their compensation or company ahead of yours. At Fluent Financial, we are certified financial planners acting as fiduciary advisors. To learn more, go to fluentfinancial.com or Fluent Financial's YouTube channel.
There's been a significant development in your laundry room. Laundry detergent sheets, not dryer sheets, but the same concept. Paper thin, remarkably efficient. Just toss one into your load of clothes and voila! Sparkling clean and smelling great. And as a plus, they're hypoallergenic for those with sensitive skin. No more plastic jugs of detergent. Jugs that just wind up in trash heaps. It's easy to get your laundry detergent sheets. Just go to the link in today's podcast episode.
Star Power Smart Home Solutions, where cutting-edge technology meets effortless living. Control your entire home with just a tap on your smartphone. Adjust the lights, set the perfect temperature, and ensure your home is secure, all from the palm of your hand. Star Power has the experts that will transform your house into a secure, smart home. Experience the ultimate solution in comfort and security for your family. Get started at GetStarPower.com. Star Power, where innovation meets home.
Today we thought we'd do another travel segment with you. And it's about Hawaii, but not about the Hawaii you would normally assume it's about. People who go to Hawaii go to Honolulu. They go to the island of Oahu. Then they jump over to the Big Island, or they jump over to Maui, because those are the popular items.
Yeah, as they should be. They're great destinations.
Oh yeah, they're great destinations. But today we'd like to talk to you about the fourth biggest island in the Hawaiian chain, Kauai. Now, airlines more and more have begun to fly directly into Kauai. When we started going there, you had to fly to Honolulu, change planes, take the wiki.
Take the wiki, that's right.
The little bus, and fly directly to Hawaii, to Lahui if you can.
Yeah. And how long is that flight now? Is it like 8 hours?
No, it's about 10 hours from here. But believe me, you're landing in paradise. And let's talk about the difference. Honolulu is high-paced. It's got all those attractions. It's got Pearl Harbor. It's got the big crater you can go see, all that stuff. Kauai is a very different pace.
It is mellow. It's chill. It is like flip-flop haven.
Yes. Heavy on the t-shirts and shorts. Very low on the dress clothing.
Yes.
Okay. Let's take you to Kauai. First, rent a car. This is the driving island.
Definitely.
This is a perfect island to drive. It's not big, and though occasionally in the small towns you get some traffic, driving Kauai is really worth it.
Yeah, it is, especially in a convertible.
Oh, yes. Next, the temperatures. It doesn't matter when you go.
No.
It's almost always the same.
Always perfect.
In the hot months, the average temperature is 84, and in the cold months, the average temperature is 79.
Like I said, just perfect.
Just perfect.
So good.
Okay, let's talk about where you stay in Kauai, because there are choices. A lot of people go to the north of the island to a place called Princeville. And there's nice resorts up there. There's a nice golf club up there. but it's also a long drive from the airport of Lihue. And everybody lands in Lihue, by the way. When you go to Kauai, they have only one airport. It's Lihue.
Yes.
But then the drive out to the coast, all the way around up the east side, all the way to the north side.
Mm-hmm.
And once you're up there, it just felt to us like you're a little isolated.
Yeah, once you're up there, up on the very northern tip, you kind of stay up there, which if you're there just for golf and, that's your whole vibe, that's what you want to do, it's great. But for you and I, we like to explore the whole island.
And that's why we recommend Poipu Beach.
Mm-hmm.
We were so blessed in life to have a good friend who lived on Kauai, who asked us if we'd like to come there several times.
Mm-hmm.
So we were lucky. You're probably not going to have a friend on Kauai to stay with, but he and his wife lived in Poipu Beach.
Mm-hmm.
What a great place.
Yeah,
What
great
a
place.
and central to going places. Okay, let's talk about where you go, okay? Or the things you might like to do. This island is good for hiking, kayaking, snorkeling.
Mm-hmm.
There's tropical rainforest, there's waterfalls, there's golf. There are more than a handful of courses on this island. We like the one, Kiahuna Golf Club, because that's right in Poipu.
Yeah.
You don't have to drive a long way to get to it, and you get some beautiful scenic views. at
Oh my
Poipu.
gosh, yeah. The views are just worth it. Even if you don't play and you just want to ride along and have a pina colada, it's amazing.
Now, here's a tip. If you come from the Dallas area, you're on a different body clock. So you're getting up early in Hawaii. People in Hawaii, they're not on that body clock.
No, I think we were getting up at 5
Yes.
in the morning and
But you know what that made something wonderful for? Tea times.
yeah.
Nobody wanted the 7 o'clock,
Yeah, we were
7:30.
always the only ones on the golf course at that time.
Yeah, you can get there and get a coffee and maybe even something to munch on as you travel around the course and play.
Yeah.
But Kiahuna would be our recommendation for golf.
Yeah.
Okay.
We would usually get a coffee and a Bloody Mary. That was the breakfast of champions, as they say.
Yes, it was. And we were all alone on the course.
Yeah.
Next, this island has been a favorite for decades for making movies. For the old movie fan, Donovan's Reef with John Wayne was made here. South Pacific was made here. Jurassic Park, Raiders of the Lost Ark, 6 Days, 7 Nights, 51st Dates.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't this where you can see the boat from Gilligan's Island still?
Yes, you can.
Now, there's a tour. I've been fortunate enough to take it, Mary hasn't. But there's this company that takes you on a half-day tour. Morning or afternoon, obviously. But they give you a lunch, whichever you do.
Mm-hmm.
And they drive you to the exact spot a scene was shot from.
Yeah.
Then they turn on their overhead videotapes in the van.
Yeah, well, now it's probably not videotapes.
Probably not, yes.
They might have upgraded since your tour last. We should go check it out, see what they're doing now.
I'm still a videotape person. But you've got exactly the sight line of where the cameras were. It's fun to do. Okay, next. Let's keep going around the island. Waimea Canyon.
Loved Waimea Canyon. Red dirt t-shirts. You get your red dirt t-shirts there.
Yeah, it's lovely. You go up to about, must be an elevation of 4,000 or 5,000 feet.
Yes, I don't remember exactly, but it's up there.
Yes. And you can get lots of viewing areas up there. And by the way, you don't have to elbow the other 571 people out of the way to get looks
Yeah.
at the canyon. Okay, staying on the same side of the island,
Mhm.
over toward Waimea, the town of Henepepe.
Oh yeah, the artist town, the little artist town. We would go there every year. They
Every
would
year.
always have like their flea market going on and all the artists out and live music and lights. It's just such a fun thing to do in
As-
the evening.
As I recall, it was Friday nights they would
Mhm.
have it. And the artists, and a lot of artists live on this island, they would have their art out so that you could walk. Now, Henepepe maybe 4 blocks.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
That may be an exaggeration. It
Yeah.
may be 3.
yes.
But
But it's power packed in those 3 to 4
Oh.
blocks and just gorgeous shops and
it's charming. It's really charming. Now, let's stay over on that side for an awesome place. Polahale Beach. Let us warn you, you must be a bit of an adventurer to get to Polahale Beach.
yes.
The drive,
Yeah, the
Oh.
drive is very bumpy. What is it, like 4 miles to get there? But it takes you like 20 to 25 minutes.
oh yeah, or more than that.
Because the potholes and it's so bumpy and you have to go so slow. So I don't know. We haven't been there in a while. I don't know if it's improved,
You know,
but I think that's kind of the charm of it all is that if you want to get there, um,
you got to pay the price.
you got to pay the
Right.
price.
Now, to get to Polahale, you drive all the way to the west side, past a military base called Barking Sands. Is that not great?
It is.
Barking Sands. And you keep going. And then there's this little sign with an arrow that points Polahale.
Yes.
You turn there. And what this is a former sugarcane road that's been totally washed out over decades.
Hmm.
And there are points you're just driving over boulders.
Oh gosh, yeah. We got stuck.
Oh,
When
yeah.
we were on the sand and we got onto the sand and we got stuck and I forgot how we got out. I think somebody came and helped us, but
Oh.
luckily some of the few people that are there was somebody that was handy.
Well, you drive about 4.5 miles. And let me tell you, I think you're going to average 10 miles an hour.
Yes, I would say.
I
yeah.
think that's what you're going to. But
Yeah,
at the
that
end
would
of
be
it,
high.
you get to a place where there's this sort of mountain of vegetation in front of you, and you turn right because that appears to be the place to turn right. And what you're getting around and circling behind and then driving into parking lots is this awesome beach.
Mm.
It is awesome.
It is definitely awe-inspiring, beautiful, awesome beach. Yeah.
And nobody's there. Let me tell you, nobody is there.
No.
It, on one end, the Waimea Mountains, the Waimea Canyon's part of them, the Waimea Mountains go right out into the water. So it cuts off the beach at that end. And in the other end, there's the military installation, but you don't see them. And there's about 2 miles of incredibly deep, pure sand.
Yeah, beautiful, pristine beach. Not a swimming beach.
No,
That could be why people that are locals don't really go there because first of all, it's super hard to get to. Really rocky road. And for us, it was just such a beautiful, peaceful kind of a novelty thing that we really love to do.
but it is not a swimming beach. There are signs posted everywhere. And Sadly, even with the signs, every year 1, 2, 5 people die trying to surf the incredible waves. And they are incredible
Yeah.
waves.
Yeah, that's why it's a no swimming beach. It's just, it's
Beautiful.
fierce.
If,
It's a
if,
man eater.
if you want to get in the water up to about your knees. That's as high as you should get in there.
Yeah.
The undertow is strong.
Yeah.
But it's what a place for a picnic. Years and years and years ago, before I met Mary, I went to Kauai, and I spent the night sleeping on a picnic table at Polahali. Let me tell you something. There was only one sound you heard during the night. That's those waves just banging against those rocks and against that mountainside and onto that beach. Okay, let's go next to something I think we'd recommend. First of all, the pictures of Nepali Coast are extraordinary.
Mm-hmm.
Nepali Coast is all vegetation, jagged cliffs going out into the ocean. And there are a few Hollywood stars that have places to live out there. And believe me, they don't have to worry about Gray Line tour buses coming by.
No, not at all. Not at all. I don't remember who, when we did our tour, who they said lived there, but we did helicopter. So, which, I mean, bird's eye view. So beautiful.
And by the way, the helicopter will also at times take you out over the ocean and chase whales.
Yeah.
See if they can find whales.
Yeah, yeah.
Was it Sylvester Stallone that has a place out
I
there?
don't know. I
Okay.
don't want to say unless I really research
Anyway,
it.
Nepali Coast is worth it. Let's finish with this. Restaurants. Now, everybody's going to have a restaurant tip for you. We've got one for sure, and we're going to save that to last. There are lots of restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
If we're talking about, again, basing at Poipu Beach,
Mm-hmm.
the Sheraton has a wonderful breakfast buffet
Oh, yeah.
in open air, right looking at their beach.
Oh, everything you can imagine. It's so good.
So
We just kept going back and back and back. It's so good.
it's really good. There's a restaurant called Plantation Garden.
Oh, yes. I love that one. It's so quaint and the food is amazing. And you feel like you're really on a plantation.
Yes, and it's almost like you feel like you're on a plantation in a Hawaiian jungle.
Mm-hmm.
You get to sit out on the porch and eat if you want, or
Mhm.
sit inside. It's really good. But the place we want to finish with a recommendation for is in Poipu Beach. There's a place called the Beach House.
Mm-hmm.
What-
Super popular.
Yes.
Please get reservations.
Yes.
And also, I think look at when the sun is setting and get your reservation for then, because that's when it's so populated at that time, because everybody wants to see the sunset at Beach House.
Right. Now, as Mary said, get your reservations, and generally the best time is the early seating. They'll have two seatings, the early seating and then one later, I don't know, 7:30 or something. But it's the early one that generally gets you the best shots at sunset.
Yeah.
Though, I think you're best when you make the reservations to ask them what the best time would be.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. But at sunset, like everybody just kind of gets up from the table and goes outside and takes the sunset pictures.
Yeah. In the middle of the meal,
Yeah.
they'll do it.
Because it's just stunning.
It's awesome. You're right on the water. The sun goes down on the ocean, looking straight at you. Listen, we love Kauai. People may love Honolulu, which is fine. But the pace of Kauai is what we loved.
Mm-hmm.
It was fantastic. And we'll go back again sometime.
Yes. Yeah, we got to go back and check out that whole movie and see if they're still using videotapes.
I'm guessing they probably aren't, honey.
Probably
I
not.
think you're right there. That's it for this travel episode. We're back with moving around the world to some other place again within the next couple of weeks.
Today's episode brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Sooner, Better Lifestyle, and by Star Power, Love Where You Live.
Just Wondering is a production of DSP Media for FanStream Sports. You can find Norm's show along with other great programming at fanstreamsports.com.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. If you enjoyed it, hit follow. And every weekday, a fresh new episode of Just Wondering will be delivered right to you. And if you enjoy this podcast, please share it with a friend. Finally, should you have questions or comments, please share them with us by going to X and our address at Norm's Clubhouse. That's Just Wondering with Norm Hitzges. And every day, I'll be just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitchkus, and I'm just wondering too.